Episode number 10 in HearthCraft. I am excited. This is going to be an exciting one because today is the day that all the Nether portal competitions that we started last time is actually, it's the day. It's the day that we're going to judge all the portals. And if you guys remember, this is the portal that I made last episode. If you guys want to, whoa, that what? Well, I don't want to be spoiling anything because this is at the beginning of the week that I'm recording this, but I think this is going to be Carter's. Oh my gosh, this portal is gonna be absolutely huge. But yeah, this is the portal I made last episode. If you guys want to see it, I recommend doing it because it was a good one. It was a very cool one where we created this bad boy. But basically, the competition, if you guys missed it last time, is what we're doing is we're just seeing who can build the best and greatest Nether portal on top of the roof of the Nether. And the winner gets this prize right here, which we got. Beautiful boy. This is from one of my live streams. A very special shovel to me. I am excited to see. We will see it. It's going to be towards the end of the video, but in today's video, we've actually got quite a bit of work to do. Some plans that never really got finished in the last episode of HearthCraft. Which our plans right here are, these are the plans that we didn't really get finished last time, is create a cactus farm, start a sheep farm, and build Fred a home. Fred is our friendly strider in the Nether, and I think that's what we're going to do. I think what we're going to first start off with is the cactus farm, because that's probably the most important one. I'll have it in here. I'm actually going to go ahead and probably, there's Jim, my hoe. We're probably just going to go ahead and get rid of this, and we're actually going to dig this, I guess this is the pipe from the piranha plant. I've been meaning to do this since like the very beginning of the season, actually, and I just never got around to it. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to dig a hole all the way down to bedrock. It's going to be a really big one, and this is where our cactus farm is going to be. And then our sheep farms that we're going to be building, I've actually created a design that's compact enough to fit into these guys over here. So these are kind of like towers in my Pac-Man land. It's just kind of from the video game, the kind of grid that Pac-Man goes around. And so we'll be fitting sheep farm towers in these towers. It's gonna be fun. It's redstone, which is dangerous with me. Oh, dangerous for me, but this is a weird angle. What the heck? This is strange. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for today's episode. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited about the competition. That's going to be the coolest part. But I seriously think that the best first thing to do already is just start this cactus farm and get it ready. Get started with it. So, with that said, time for a pretty short time lapse, third person time lapse. It shouldn't take me too long to mine this out. We're going to mine all the way down to bedrock and begin this bit of a cactus farm. Oh, and if you guys are brand new, this is Mike238. Welcome. And if you guys like this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Just had to put that little bit of stuff in there, I guess. And here we are. We got the whole finish. That actually didn't take as long as I thought it would, which was kind of nice. You guys might have noticed, this is always hard to do, getting out of here. There we go, nice and done. Ooh, and it's nighttime, and you might see right here that I actually had my house explode in the midst of building this. Something I gotta fix real quick. That was definitely not fun when that happened. This house has exploded so many times, but let me go back so I can explain what we're gonna do next and kind of the ideas of the farm. So down here, we've got a huge hole, which is needed for a cactus farm if you want it to be stackable going up and down. What we're actually going to be doing now is replacing these dirt walls and the stone walls with blue concrete powder and converting it into blue concrete so that this goes all the way down. That is something important that we're going to do. We're also going to work on the interior eventually, but that will come a little bit later on. And then before we move on to that, though, I'm going to do a time-lapse of me replacing the walls and everything. And how's it going, Trader Villager? You doing all right? But what I want to do before that is kind of explain, for those of you who have never really played Minecraft to an extensive amount with redstone farms and stuff, I'm going to explain to you kind of how it works. And this farm, luckily, is actually very, very simple to explain. But with that said, I think what we're going to do is just jump into that time lapse, and I'm going to get these walls replaced really, really quickly. So we'll dig them out, replace them with blue concrete powder so that they look all nice and pretty, and then we'll move on to explaining how cactus farms actually work. And this thing is looking absolutely fantastic now that we got this completed. We fly on down right here. Woo! You guys can see it is a pretty far ways down. A lot of blue concrete. Very, very, very dark. I don't know if I can turn my video settings. Yep, it's all the way up to brightness. But we have got the skeleton of this build done, and now what I'm actually going to do, if I can fly on out of here, ooh, ended up there, that was kind of cool. There we go. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to explain, for those of you who have never really done redstone in that sort of aspect, it's not a lot of redstone at all, actually. I don't think there's any redstone involved, but I want to explain to you guys, if you've never seen a cactus farm, what this is going to be and how this is going to work. So it'll be very, very quick explanation because it's a super simple just super simple concept. That's what I was trying to say. With that said, yeah, let me explain it. And then I think we can just go ahead and build this bad boy up. It's been taking a lot of time to build this, but it's looking cool. So the way a cactus farm works, it's really quite simple. Basically, any block standing next to a cactus when it grows up will make the cactus break. If we were to go ahead and change the random tick speed to quite a big number right there, what you'll be able to see is that the cactus is growing, and each time it grows, it gets killed by this fence right there. That's kind of the idea of a cactus farm, right? So with that idea in mind, we got all these cactuses now just from that tiny one. Over here, I have created a setup which I found this was the best configuration for my farm possible. If we go ahead and put all these cactuses next to all these fence on top of the sand, floating sand, this way we can actually make layers of all of this. And what we're going to do is we'll get water, we'll place a water bucket right there, one right there, in each of the corners basically, just to make the water flow towards the middle. Place one right there, and right there. You can see that basically all the water goes towards the middle. There are some spots right here that if the cactus gets stuck, it will get stuck, but it will flow over here and eventually go straight down into this hopper that we place right there. And so now the idea with the cactus farm is that when they start growing, they'll pop off, they'll fall into the water stream and be redirected into the cactus. So now if we change our tick speed again, you'll see tons of cactuses are exploding, which is good. And then we'll go ahead and change it back to 0. And some of the cactuses are falling out. You can see that some of them do go in the corners, unfortunately. So it's not a lossless thing. I'll probably try and figure that out and make that work a little bit better. But for the vast majority of the cactuses, not cacti, you can see they all went towards the middle into this hopper. And the reason we even want a cactus farm in the first place too is because of green dye, but also XP and that sort of stuff. So I'll figure out how to get these corners so they're nice and good and working properly. But yeah, basically every other layer, what we'll do is we'll put glass, we'll put a water stream, and then we'll have all the water streams so they go straight to the middle and they fall right down into this hopper in the very bottom, which will have an output that will go into a chest. And that is how a cactus farm basically works. Super simple, and super fun to watch too. Just look at that. You know, let's change it up just a little bit. Oh my gosh! This is weird. I did not expect this to happen, but what the heck? They're like flying cactus rockets. And with that explanation pretty darn done, and for those of you guys wondering, that was a lot of entities. That was like over a couple hundred. But now that we know that what we're doing, we'll you know, kind of light this up maybe a little bit. No, maybe not. Okay, what we're gonna do though, another super short time lapse of me building and finishing hopefully this cactus farm. Hopefully we'll be able to do this in today's episode. It's gonna be a lot more work than I expected. But with that said, let's just crack on with it and get this building. I'm procrastinating because this is going to take a while. And I don't remember if I said I was going to do time-lapse or not, but it is done, and I didn't do time-lapse because at this time I just kind of wanted to build. Let me go ahead and go on down here. There's going to be actually a few design changes that you guys might notice. Ooh, yeah, I did this like fog effect too. I forgot about that. There we are. So yeah, there's been a few design changes, such as I put these signs instead of on the block that aligns with the glass like I originally did. The items actually wouldn't sink through the water, so I raised it one block up, and same thing with the middle right here. I raised this sign up as well. And I don't know if there's any. Ooh, I just heard a cactus break. It's working. I don't know if there was any other major design changes that I did, but look at this. If we fall right down here and put on our elytra, or not, so it all comes back to the bottom right down here. Yeah, that was another design change. So I actually, instead of having just 4 holes, I can get the water streams to go down to just the middle. So I actually added a bunch of holes on the sides as well. And so now there's a bunch of extra hoppers down here as well. Some material from my build that I still haven't picked up. But it is working pretty darn well. I mean, if we go ahead and collect our cactuses that we've gotten so far, and eventually this will all go into an automated, you know, sorting system so that we don't have to do this every single time, because that would be a very annoying farm. But if we get all this stuff, right? And this cactuses, and these hoppers, I think that's all the side ones. Nope, there's one more right there. There we go, and then we get the middle one, which has the most. Yeah, not bad. The entire time I was building this farm, I managed to get about 3 stacks of cactus, and one just fell right into me too. But yeah, it's a pretty darn solid farm. It works pretty well. Let me fly on out of here if I can. See, we can just fly straight through because of the signs right there. And then getting out of here, I gotta remember which side I came down. Oh my gosh, this is too much. I'm gonna skip this part of me getting out. Which that was a lot harder to get out than I thought it would be. But there we go, we're out here, so I can put all this stuff just into this random shulker box for the time being. So yeah, farm is done, and now what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to clip one more time, and I'm going to finish the interior of this guy, because this is, I don't want it to look like this. This looks ugly. I'm not going to lie, and so I'm going to change it up and make it look pretty real quick. So yeah, one more cut, and we'll have this farm fully finished. There we have it. The inside is done, which for this, I actually used a bunch of blackstone warp trap doors and the prismarine blocks, because this is kind of like an underground theme. Whenever you go through the pipes in the original Mario, you get this kind of bluish tint and a lot of orange colors in the original OG Mario. And so I thought I'd put a little bit of mushrooms around and hang a lantern down in the middle of the thing, but I think it looks pretty nice. What do you guys think? I think it turned out pretty well. Yeah, I'm happy with it. The blackstone is super good contrast to the blue, and if we look down, we can sort of see like the cactus down there. The farm is actually working. Still got to set it up so that I don't have to break through the glass each and every single time. But I also want to say too, thank you guys so much. I hit 800 subscribers while I was filming this, building this, so that's really cool. 800 sub special will probably be coming out tomorrow. I will work my hardest to get that out on time. But with that said, I think we are just about out of time in the video. Not really. Not like I'm still gonna keep going for just a little bit. But as far as building goes, you know, we've got this guy done. I'm just talking about the sheep farm. I don't think we're gonna get the sheep farm done today, unfortunately. But we did create a cactus farm, and we actually did light some things up. No joke. If we go around right here, you can see there are carpets. Lots of carpets and lots of glowstone, because I lit this place up. I was so tired of getting killed and exploded by creepers. And still need to do a little bit of work, but it's a good start, I would say. A very good start. I think what we're going to do now, though, because I did want to at least show my sheep farm. I think I'm actually going to do my sheep farm, which is going to be in these towers off camera. But I do want to show you guys how it works real quick. So let's hop into my creative world. And here we are in my creative testing world. You can see over here, this is actually originally what Pac-Man then was going to sort of look like until I changed it to this. But inside one of these, I think this one right here. Yep, I hear the sheep. There should be a crammed in sheep farm, and it is. It's beautiful, really. If we go over here, pull down the chest, you can see that there is already white wool being put into it. And this is kind of the sheep farm. Super compact and super crammed, but the sheep is in here, and every single time he eats the grass below him, which the grass has not grown just yet, basically what will happen is that there is an observer right there. And this whole thing, I must have broken this right there because there's supposed to be a block right there and redstone right there. But basically, observer will power this dropper or dispenser with some shears in it. It will shear the sheep. The sheep's wool will fall down into this minecart piston, whatever, is it called a hopper thing, that will go into this hopper, that will go into this chest, and this is stackable. Basically, it all works. It all works. It does. Let me go ahead and just turn up the random tick speed real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's the grass just growed, and you can see the sheep ate. He got sheared again, and it works perfectly. The white wool goes down into there. Sometimes I guess it gets stuck a little bit, but that's alright. And that's the sheep farm. So I'll be doing that off camera. Cool thing too is that I actually want to, so since this is a white sheep wool, for each of these towers, because they're each going to have some sheep in them, I can change it to white concrete, and when I pull it down, you can see my white wool will be in there. So that's just a little cool idea I had, and it's something that works. It works, so yeah, let's go ahead, hop back into the HearthCraft video, because redstone, I hate redstone. Just look at that. I do not like this stuff. It always hurts my brain and messes with my mind. But now that we got that all figured out, let's go ahead, jump into my world, and finally judge the contestants for the portal. And for the portal contest, this is the prize right here. You guys probably remember that. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So not as many people entered as I thought they would. Unfortunately, it was me, Yo Carter, and German and Major, which German and Major, or Deutsche and Debugs, they as their Minecraft usernames are, they actually built the same portal, worked on it together, so there's only 3 contestants. And originally, what I was going to do is I was going to judge it myself. I was just going to go ahead and go, okay, yeah, I'll judge all of you guys based on, I don't know, completeness or size or fanciness. But that can't happen now. That can't happen because there's only 2 contestants, and I don't want it to feel like I chose one over the other. So here's what we're going to do. Here is my portal, which you guys have already seen because I did an entire video on it. But here it is in all its beautiful glory. I am going to be competing now. I'm going to be competing for this prize that I made a long time ago. And you guys are going to be the ones who decide on who wins by commenting down below. The one with the most comments will get the award, and I'll show off each portal. But it only makes sense for you guys to pick. And I don't want you guys to have any bias for me, right? You guys just need to choose which one is the biggest, the bestest, and the most complex. And just kind of go off your own gut, your own criteria. But this is my portal room that I have created. Hope you guys like it. I think it turned out great. We saw in the last video, and I'm still impressed by it. It took me forever to build, 5.5 hours-ish. So yeah, this is my portal. Let's go ahead and check out the other ones, though, so that you guys, who are the judges, can actually judge and contest. Remember, guys, comment down below who you think should win. And now, here is Yo Carter's. Most definitely not finished just yet, but can we just say that this thing is absolutely ginormous. I said that really weird. Absolutely ginormous. You can literally fly through this entire thing, and this thing, if you had enough time, was going to be absolutely insane. Look at this. It's even decorated with some magma cubes. But if we just keep going around, you guys can see that this thing is enormous. There's even an Enderman with a grass block in here, which I don't even know how you got that. That's weird. But look at this. Size for sure. I think Carter won on this portal for sure. He made this absolutely ginormous. And again, not finished. We don't know what the full design is, but yeah, that's about it. This is his portal. Let's go ahead and check out the very last contestant. Or I guess, rather, I should say contestants. So apparently, I might just be missing it. This is the portals right over here. This is their portals, Debugsy's and Majors, and I think they didn't realize. I think they thought we meant on the, not in the overworld, but in the underworld. I guess overworld. I think that's where they decorated the portal. Let's go ahead and go through here. This is most definitely not the portal. Okay, I went through the wrong one. Let's go ahead and go through the other one instead, which I'm starting to think might be a death trap. I'm a little nervous about this actually now. Okay, just to make absolute sure, right? Because, you know, this is Debugsy and Major we're talking about. You know, you never know. I'm gonna take off all my armor, all my stuff, and put it all on here. You can never be too cautious. Probably just gonna be a portal, but there, just in case. Okay, let's go through this portal and hopefully not die. I'm probably gonna die. That's probably what's gonna happen. Okay, we have gone through, and wow. Okay, no, I was totally wrong. They actually didn't try to kill me at all. Whoa, this thing actually looks a lot cooler than I thought it would. Oh my gosh, kudos to Debugsy and to to Deutsche, because this thing actually looks absolutely incredible. I wish I had my Elytra on now to view it. But this is the third contestant for you guys to judge. Let's go ahead and get a better view by climbing up a little bit of ice or something. But yeah, this thing looks actually really cool. It looks like an alien almost. It looks like an alien with like a big mouth, the two ice eyes up there. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but the size of the portal is very impressive too. I'm very impressed by the size of it as well. Just keep running over here. Yeah, this is actually so very cool. I really enjoy it. I love the ice and how it just blends in with the biome. Like if you were flying above this, you'd probably notice the portal. But these towers right here, you probably wouldn't realize that they were much different from the other ice towers themselves. But yeah, that is the third contestant for you guys. And luckily, we also didn't die. So yeah, though, that is, I think actually this time, I think it is basically the whole episode kind of wrapped up. By the way, Deutsche and Debugsy are not disqualified or anything since they accidentally built in the overworld. I wasn't clear enough on the instructions, so don't take that into consideration. But you guys are the judges. You guys comment down below which one of us you think should win. Me, Yo Carter, or Debugsy and Deutsche, because you guys saw all the portals. You guys are the ones who are going to judge to make it a fair competition. And yeah, I think that's a great way to end this competition and a great way to end this episode as well. I'm sorry we didn't get to manage to actually get to the sheep farm, and we didn't manage to build Fred a home as well. Sad feeling for that, I guess. But we will, eventually, I promise. Everything's going to come together eventually. It just takes a lot of time for these episodes, a lot of preparation, and this week was one of the busier ones I've had in my life. Lots of homework, lots of assignments. I'm tired. I got dark circles under my eyes in real life, not in Minecraft. I should actually add dark circles under my Minecraft eyes. But this has been a fun one, and now what we can do together is we'll just watch the sunset as this episode finishes. Another episode, got a lot done. We got a cactus farm done, and we got the idea for a sheep farm done. Competition that happened, and now we just get to watch this beautiful sunset together. Yeah. This is a good way to end a Minecraft video, isn't it? I should have like some amazing music, like Clair de Lune. You know what? I'll have it playing in the background as the sun sets, and as this HearthCraft episode comes to a wonderful end. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one, whatever that may be, the next video. Actually, it's going to be 800 subs. Thank you guys for that. But that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Enjoy life. Enjoy Minecraft. And ciao.